Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 24th. We're just going to jump right in here, as always, Aries, and we are going to take a look and see what is going on for you in just your general energies in this first row right here. Then we're going to see what is going on for you in the area of the unexpected. So if there is anything unexpected coming in for you, then that'll show up right here. Then we're going to look at what is coming towards you, basically anything that could be entering your life. And I knew this was going to show up right here. Right? Well, I shouldn't say I didn't know that card was going to show up, but I had a very strong feeling that financial changes would show up here. I feel like you're feeling a little stuck financially, but again, I feel that's about to change, like probably faster than you realize. At the end here, we're going to look at any messages from your future self. And it's funny that you have that target card. I kind of feel like that target card is saying, obviously, you need to aim at one thing and accomplish it. You have the Two of Pentacles, which says you could be between two things. And it's like if you're giving your energy to two things, it might be too scattered. And we're not just talking about love here. You know, again, this looks financial to me. So it's like if you have two ideas, two businesses or whatever, it's like things are too scattered. I feel a little bit more focused would be a good idea. In your first row here, you have this escape card and this seduction card. I do literally feel some of you could be escaping a situation that you feel trapped to, or like you were seduced into it. It's crazy to me that you keep getting this card. I'm pretty sure you had this card with me recently. This seduction card. This card is Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter will be officially retrograding back into Pisces here in a few days. I don't even know what today is, so I don't know. It's like a few days from now, right? Like the 25th or something like that of October, somewhere around there. And then it's going to be in Pisces until like the end of December, basically, until it starts moving forward through your sign, right? And so I feel that Jupiter and Pisces time frame actually is going to be very good for you. I feel it's good for Pisces as well. I talk to Pisces about this all the time. But, you know, I feel there's like a lot of abundance and things coming in for you. But for you, I feel like there's a sense of clarity. If you feel like you've been tricked into something, or if you feel like you've been, you know, bound to something, devil energy here. I don't even think this has to be something toxic. I just think that, you know, this could be something that you feel like you were kind of seduced back into. Then you could be escaping that situation. For others, I feel, again, there's just like financial improvements. You have the Strength card, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Swords here. The King of Swords could be like some sort of law and order. I do feel like some of you could be getting some like legal messages here. King of Swords, Eight of Wands. It could be involving like a divorce or something. There could be communication here. You know, what I would say is you go to the Eight of Swords, but, you know, I feel like there will be a good outcome with the Ten of Cups here, but you might feel a little stuck if you're going through like a divorce or a separation, just based off this. Again, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And again, I intuitively, I feel like that's only if you're going through a divorce or separation. But again, I wouldn't panic because I feel it just, you're not seeing things clearly. Someone needs to hear that. But you have the Page of Pentacles. This is definitely communication coming in for you. Why do I get like a oh shit situation here for you, Aries? For some of you, it's like I almost feel like maybe you have gotten into a relationship and this could be someone that you actually want to be with coming in for you here. So it's like you have a difficult decision to make. I feel this for some of you in love. It's like maybe you are in a connection where you almost feel like it was more seduction. But I feel like, you know, again, this is going to sound maybe horrible to some of you, but, you know, I get this feeling that there's actually like a new connection coming in where it's actually love. And this other connection isn't. I feel it's like lust. And so I feel like some of you, it's like, this is very simple. I just, you know, I would say, you know, move towards true love, you know, and get out of the lusty situation for some of you. For others, I feel like this is new opportunity in work. I feel tired here, Aries, you know, especially with the Strength card. So I get this very tired feeling from you. Maybe you're trying to find some energy. We do have Mars going retrograde, and Mars retrograde can definitely affect our, you know, our work ethic. It can make us tired, but it's not exactly true. I find that during Mars retrograde, the answer is that target card. The answer is to kind of like find one thing that you can work towards or one thing that you can accomplish. And, you know, to me, Mars retrograde, is more about like dedicated effort, meaning even if you just spend 1 hour a day working on like a project or a business or whatever it is that you're doing, as long as you block everything out, like all the distractions, your phone, social media, all that stuff, and you spend that 1 hour dedicated to doing something, then you're going to get a lot accomplished during Mars retrograde. But again, I think that's the trick with Mars retrograde, is that we have to kind of like block out the noise, right? Anything that could distract us. And then we need to focus for that 1 hour. And I definitely get that feeling for you here. I also feel Page of Pentacles, King of Swords would be an amazing time for you to learn something new. Like if you're thinking about starting a new business, starting a project, even if you're thinking about opening back up to love, great time to learn about those things. With the Strength card, here you go, 10 of Pentacles. I have a feeling there's going to be a major focus on finances throughout this reading. Your finances are improving, and they should be, because, again, you're going to have Jupiter entering into your first house. Even if you're not a first house Aries, doesn't matter. And then next year, or I should say 2024, or well, technically next year, but, officially in 2024, it's going to move into your second house. And so, you have some really good financial years coming up. And I would just stay focused on kind of like doing one thing at a time. I also get something about blocking out the noise, I feel like if you're kind of like coming up with weird, what's popping into my head is like, I think there could be weird things that you're worrying about, especially if you have a business. And if you're creating scenarios in your head that are probably never going to happen, I feel like you need to block those things out. With the Page of Pentacles, you have these 7 of Pentacles. You definitely need to change things up in your business. I pretty much see this for every single fire sign. I think it's a fire energy. I'm not saying that you have to change your business if you have one, but I would be looking at like, how can I upgrade it? How can I, evolve? How can I change things so that I reach more people, or, whatever it is? I would definitely be looking at those things because, I just feel like this is saying there could be more. So why not? With the King of Swords, you have the King of Wands. I really like this. I feel like you're feeling like bold, assertive, like you really want to do things in life just in general. So there's this like underlying energy of that King of Wands that wanting to burst out of you here, Aries, which is probably your true nature. And so I feel like you just need to let it out, that King of Wands energy. I don't know, that's what I feel like saying. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have the Serendipity card. It says bright new prospects are on the horizon. Love it. Serendipity is also about like timing as well. You also have this Caduceus. It says you will receive news from afar. Page of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Wands here. Definitely communication coming in for some of you. So I do feel like this could be love, because you go 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. There's like a decision to be made. So some of you, again, I'll show you this in a minute, but I feel like there's a decision to be made around love, especially if you're going for new love, if you don't already have love. And it could be like a long distance connection here with the 2 of Pentacles. But I do feel there's communication here. I would also say that I feel like there's, you're kind of going to have a lot of, I don't really feel it's like super unexpected, but what I do feel is unexpected here is that you're going to have a lot of those kind of right place, right time situations. Again, not really unexpected, but what I would do if I were you is I would be grateful for those right place, right time things. I think one of the quickest ways we can manifest our way out of anything is when we enter, like if we're like trying to make more money, and if all of a sudden we start having some right place, right time situations where maybe someone helps us or someone gives us money, or maybe we get a raise or a promotion, when we're grateful for it, then we attract more of it. And that's kind of, as weird as it sounds, that's what I feel like this is saying. It's not really saying there's anything unexpected, but I think what you will be finding is that, when you're grateful for these things, you're just going to attract more. So you're going to be having a bunch of kind of right place, right time things happening in your life. You have the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands here. Why do I feel like... I feel like someone waited too long for some of you here. 2 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands. And it's like now you have a decision to make. I think your decision is very simple here, Aries. Especially if you're looking for love. It's like maybe you were waiting for a person who's like the devil in the past. Maybe you thought you could have a family with this person, but I almost feel like this person waited too long. So I feel like you're moving towards new love, if that story is for you. For the rest of you, I do feel, again, this energy of being tired. Again, with Mars retrograde, I think we need to, I said it to someone the other day. There's a book called Thinking Fast and Slow, and it always pops into my head this year when I'm talking about Mars retrograde, because I think that we need to kind of like move fast and slow. And what I mean by that is I think we need to take action on things during this Mars retrograde But I also feel we need to kind of do it in balance. And I know that might sound like conflicting ideas, right? But I think we need to kind of like move with a purpose, but we also shouldn't be moving so quickly that we're stressing ourselves out. So it's really about balance. And when you think about it, this Mars retrograde is in Gemini. It's like two things, right? Two competing ideas. There are two worlds that are going to exist during this Mars retrograde. It's going to be there for 7 months, really long time. Or, Mars is in Gemini for 7 months. It's going to be there till March. So I don't know how many more months that is, but it's something, right? But what I would say here is that it kind of is two worlds. Look at this. Two worlds right here. You have her sitting over here, and she could easily go to this new island behind her, and that might be a new world. There might be new ideas or a different way that things work over here, right? So I feel for a lot of you, there could be, kind of like a new opportunity for you to kind of go experience something different, but I feel there needs to be a change in perspective. You could look at the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles here as a change in perspective, because Seven of Pentacles would be a change in direction, and Eight of Wands can be like quick movement. And what I would say here is that there have been times in my life where, I've made certain changes and it's led to very rapid results. Now, I say that, but it took a very long time to get to that point, right? It's like, I think of my channel. It's like, really, I blew my channel up like overnight, but really it took me like 6 years. There were other channels before me that grew way faster, way quicker, right? So it took me a lot longer to get there, but there were certain things that I did, changes in my perspective, that caused it to grow much faster, right? And I kind of feel that here, where whatever you've been working on for a long time in your life, it could be it doesn't have to be a business either. It could be your personal health. It could be relationships, whatever you've been working on, doesn't matter. But I feel that there could be some things that you could discover just by changing your perspective. And again, I know we don't have the Hangman here, which would be a change in perspective, but that's kind of what I'm getting. With the Two of Swords, you have the Three of Pentacles, change in perspective. I always say that the Three of Pentacles, it's like you can see that they're looking at these Three Pentacles. So they're looking at these Three Pentacles from two positions. This guy's over here. These two people are over here. They're looking at the same thing, but, this card always reminds me, it's like if you're looking at a statue, for example, and you're on this side, someone else is on this side, it's like you're looking at the same idea. You're looking at the same thing, but you could both be seeing something different, right? And, I don't know. I just feel like there's like a change in perspective that needs to happen here in your life, where it's like there are two ways to look at things, and just looking at things the other way would make your life a lot easier. I don't know. With the Four of Swords, here you go. You have the Empress. I feel like you're very attractive at this time, and I would pay attention to that. I feel like you are also just kind of like a master manifester right now, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you're just embracing the energy of the Empress, and that's exactly what I would be doing. I would be creating as much abundance as you possibly can in your life, and that doesn't mean necessarily just money. It could mean anything, and that's what I'd be doing if I were you. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Page of Cups here. New love, for sure. I feel like someone wants to communicate with you, or you want to communicate with someone, and what I would say here is it's like someone's going to have to make a decision in the future to make a move towards the other person. This might not be, again, take it how it resonates. And Two of Pentacles doesn't say this is long distance. It just says it could be, and same with the Eight of Wands as well. And I also feel, so maybe it's long distance, right? But there also could be something else I'm getting here. Like there's a difference in opinions. Not like, this isn't like a world relationship ending difference in opinions, but there's some sort of middle ground that needs to come to here with these cards. And so, it's obviously something you're going to have to work through. And again, is that the end of the relationship? Hell no. I would say, finding a relationship like that where you have to work on something and then you do it, it's like that's exactly the relationship people should be going for, because you just found a person that you can work through things with. I mean, like, duh. You have this turtle. It says slowness, protection. Again, I feel like a turtle in your reading today, so, like I said, energetically, I feel like you might feel like a turtle as well. And, like I said, I have Jupiter and Venus and Aries, so, totally get it. You have this coins card. It says luck and money. So I feel like there is a lot of luck coming in for you, clearly, and clearly a lot of abundance as well. But it's like, it's there. I feel this abundance is waiting for you, but I feel like you just have to like aim at it. I feel, especially with that Target card, at the end. It's like you just have to do it, but maybe the doing is a hard part. I also feel like there could be stories. I have these stories popping into my head where maybe you're saying like, oh, I'll start this YouTube channel, but maybe also you're being like recommended videos about how YouTube is going to fail or something like that. So it's like you have these competing beliefs where you're like, I want to do this thing, but I'm worried that YouTube is going to fail or something like that. And I'm just giving you an example, right? And I feel like what you need to listen to is the I want to do this because I want to do this, not the what everyone else is saying. Because it doesn't matter. It's like, you know what I've learned after, 8 years on doing this on YouTube? And I've been on YouTube longer. I had a channel before this channel that no one knows about. And you know what I've learned? It's like I've built up other things while I've been doing YouTube. So it's like, yeah, I could have worried years ago that YouTube was going to fail, but if I didn't get started, it wouldn't have allowed me to start other things. So now I'm at the point where it doesn't matter what happens to YouTube. It's like I'll just go somewhere else, right? Doesn't matter. And I feel like that mindset would be very helpful, not just in business, but probably in all other areas of your life. You have the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles here. It's kind of interesting because there's some sort of flip-flop happening here, Aries. I'm wondering if a person left you in the past or you left a person in the past. Take it how it resonates. I feel like you originally maybe felt left out in the cold, even if you chose to leave. Sometimes I think we can choose to leave and we still feel sad about it or we feel whatever. But I feel like you're seeing this person for who they actually are. You have that Devil here, and, it could have been in Capricorn. Could have been any sign. It could have been an air sign. Could have been a Taurus as well. But I feel you're like, wait a minute, I don't have to feel like this. It's like sometimes I think we get with a person and our personalities start to match. And, it's like I feel like maybe you lost yourself in the past. And for whatever reason, this is coming up here. I don't know why. Maybe you're just thinking about it. Maybe it's something you're revisiting. Again, it's weird because I feel like this is, maybe you've had several relationships for that person, but maybe now you're having that realization. And you have the Eight of Swords here. Eight of Swords is you. I feel like you are choosing to set yourself free because you end with that Ten of Wands, and it's like you no longer want to be burdened. I feel like you no longer want to carry heavy weights. And you even have the Ten of Cups right here. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. It's like good news, good things coming in for you. Happy home, happy family. Definitely could be love. But again, I feel there's a much bigger picture thing happening in your reading. The funny thing is, it's almost like you're, kind of like the words that are popping to mind is like old childhood wounds. But I don't think that's what this is, Aries. I think it's like it could be. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you're kind of making a connection between the past and the present, like why you could be stuck in some areas of your life and you're setting yourself free. I love this because, again, I feel this is opening the floodgates of abundance, like into your life. With the the Eight of Swords, you have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, conflict and competition, but it's almost like you're saying, I don't have to be part of this. I don't have to I don't have to be in this. It's kind of funny because I feel like you're even looking at things that maybe a person would say to you. And I feel like you're saying to yourself, like, wow, it's like, they were a major projector. It's kind of funny because, I used to deal with someone back in the day and, I realized that I used to say to them, I would say something about like not caring about something. I'd be like, I don't care. And because I legitimately didn't care about something, and they would get super triggered whenever I said, I don't care. And you know what I realized is that person didn't care about anything. So it's like, they were getting triggered because I was triggering them, pointing something out. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I feel like you could be having similar like realizations where you're saying to yourself, wait, this person used to get triggered, and it's allowing you to like clear things out. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Strength card. I feel like you're being rewarded for your patience. So that's pretty much all I feel there. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Six of Pentacles. Love it. It's like you know where to invest your energy now. I feel you know where to put your time, effort, and energy in your life. And this is going to be leading to some major success with the Six of Pentacles. So there you go. Love it. Next, you have this fan card. It says Romance, Celebration, Party. You also have this Target. It says a goal-oriented person. But I feel, number one, there could be romance coming in for you. Number two, the Target, again, I feel like it's saying, like, pick one thing at a time to make happen and give it some focused, concentrated effort. It's like, I feel like you'll get through it so fast. It's funny because, like, before the Mercury retrograde, I signed up for a course that I wanted to take about TikTok because, I don't know, I'm super bad at TikTok, so I wanted to, like, get better at it. And it's like if I just started the course, I would be done. right? I would have learned everything I needed, even if I just put an hour a day into it, but I still haven't done it. So, I kind of get that for you, where it's like there could be things that, you want to accomplish. If you just put an hour a day into one of those things, you'll be done. If you don't, then you won't. I feel that, again, Two of Pentacles can be like juggling, spinning plates, trying to do too much. So I feel like you need to focus here with the Two of Pentacles, like I said. I also do feel that there's going to be a choice coming in the future. This position, again, represents messages from your future self. And I feel like your future self is saying there's a decision that will need to be made. I'm not exactly clear who is making the decision in this position. We're going to ask in just a minute, so we're going to come back to that. You have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is carrying a heavy burden. I feel like you've been burdened for a long time, and I kind of feel like releasing some of these burdens will actually be very helpful. Especially if, like I gave you that story about, not caring about things that I didn't care about, triggering a person. It's like one of those things where originally I thought I was wrong in the situation, right? But I really wasn't. I mean, I think, I always take responsibility for what I do in connections, but, kind of, I feel like this is saying that, can you release those things so that you can move forward? You also have the Devil here, and the Devil, I feel, is something that you could be releasing. Sorry, my brother is sick, not COVID, but I'm trying not to get sick here. so my throat's a little scratchy today, and I'm doing everything I can not to be. But you have this Devil, and the Devil is like saying you need to release something from your life, and I feel like it could be a person. So we're gonna clarify this. And let's see here. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is separation. It's like this to me says you right now could be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and that Two of Pentacles is encouraging you to make a decision. With the Five of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. I definitely wouldn't rush back to the past. That could be a mistake with the Knight of Swords. Too much rushing energy. And with the Devil, you have the Justice card. This is all I would pay attention to. All I would do is focus on justice. I've been saying this all year, that the answer to 2022, really and beyond, is justice. Like cause and effect. If you put energy into something, do you get energy out of it? That is the answer, right? There's no need to repeat anything. There's no need to go back to anything, relationships and otherwise, right? The answer is, do I get out what I put in? If the answer is no, that is your answer, plain and simple, right? I just said to someone else, it's like, if you're justifying things, that is your answer. So if you have to come up with justifications for why you're doing something, probably not for you. And that's what I pay attention to. Can we just get like a little bit more clarity on the Five of Swords, the Two of Pentacles here as well? Yeah, see, I feel, look at this. You cannot make this up. Devil, Page of Pentacles, past person, new person. If that's what you're trying to pick between, pick the new person. Sometimes I think we think we get something from the Devil, right? This might not even be love. This could be like a business. So you might feel trapped and bound to something that doesn't even provide for you, but you feel like it does. So I would be looking at those situations. I feel like your answer is newness with that energy. We're going to pull 5 main themes here for you, Aries. So let's see. Definitely money coming in for you. I like that. You have the Scissors card. It says disappointment in some affair. Probably a past person for some of you. For others, I feel like it's a person you're with. Because again, I get this like difference between lust and love popping into my head. Some of you could be in a situation for lust, but there's actually a better situation for love. And I feel you realize that. So you're probably, I feel like you're cutting this situation out. You have this Rooster. It says an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I would be careful of attention. Those are literally the words that are popping into my head here. And here's what I mean by this. It's like you could be dealing with a person right now or in the future, and I kind of feel there are some warning signs. Like they get a lot of attention. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting attention. I think it's what they do with the attention. It's like if you're with a person, right, and it's like they're constantly entertaining other people, like in their DMs or, texting other people of this, opposite gender or same gender, whatever you're into, doesn't matter. It's like if they're always entertaining people and they're not paying attention to you, I feel like that's like a little bit of a warning here. You have this June card. Again, every time I get a monthly card, yes, this card says June on it for people that don't listen. You also have this Money Path card. It says a path with money is waiting for you to find it. Again, this whole entire reading, I feel, has basically been talking about this. I feel like you know exactly what it is. It's what you do right now or something very similar. But I feel like you need to have the breakthrough of kind of, either upgrading it, evolving it, changing it in some way. And this could be between now and June that you're doing this. You have this box card. It says you will receive a gift. Love it. Could just be a gift of money coming in for you. And you also have this basket. It says recognition, reward for merit. So I feel there's success coming in for you. Just basically for all your hard work and for everything you do here, Aries. So love it, Aries. This looks good. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.